What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode. I am on the road right now, heading into town. Got to go get some more supplies from Lowe's. I've been, as y'all have seen, been working on the house, putting up drywall, and I've got down to 3 sheets left, so I need to go pick up more. Not that I'll be able to put them all up at the moment, but I want to have it there so I can have my material ready to go when I am ready to work. Started working in the bedroom again, off camera. I know I said on the main channel, big hole in the road. I know I said that I was going to work on the camera, but life happens and I was not in the mood to do it. It's been a very stressful week. A lot of unwanted stress from, like I said, the whole last video I explained it about the tub and all that stuff. Luckily, like I said, Lowe's made it better in the end, and it kind of delayed the process of what I was trying to. I'm trying to do a little bit every day, and it delayed me about a day and a half or so. But the tub is where it needs to be. The drywall is up around it, and at the end of the day, there's bigger fish to fry. Dad's had a lower back pain, which has, I believe, yesterday reached its 10 level for him, where he was in extreme pain. So we had to make basically an emergency trip to Kingsville for him to go to the doctor, and thank goodness we were the first ones there, because he didn't have an appointment. It was just a walk-in visit, and got up early. It was pouring rain, but we made it over there and got him in, and luckily we only had to wait in there about an hour, and they gave him a shot in his back, and yesterday he was still in pain. They gave him steroid medicine and some other stuff. I don't know what all medicine they gave him, but he's had a rough past couple of nights, and the doctor recommended that we go to the hospital, so we stopped by after we went to the doctor. We went over to the hospital in Kingsville. We were under the assumption that he was going to get an MRI, and they ended up not doing that. They just did x-rays on him, and the pain was so bad he could barely walk. It's hard to see, but life's not always fun and fair, and yesterday was not fair for him, and it was hard seeing him struggle to walk. And like I said, we got the x-rays done and got him back home. He was still in pain. He was able to take some of the medicine, but they said due to the shot that he got, he couldn't take the other medication until today, which he took first thing in the morning. And I hear a rattling noise. But anyways, he said he was at about an 8 pain level this morning, and he took his medication, and he said it was starting to help him out a little bit. So hopefully the pain starts to subside. I think he said he got the results back, or the doctor maybe called him or something this morning and told him that when they looked at the x-rays, nothing was broken, but they do think that it's a possibility that it's the cancer that may be causing the pain. I really hope it's not, but we're just going to roll with the punches and go from there. It's been very stressful seeing him like that, having mom sick, going to the doctors, trying to build the house, trying to keep the channel going when you're not really feeling like being on camera, but the show must go on. It's tough, but everybody goes through tough things. People have things that are a lot worse, and I'm just thankful that he's still kicking, still around, and even though he's in pain, he is still able to move around a little bit. But like I said, we're doing it one day at a time. I don't know when we're going to go to Corpus to see a specialist or whatever they're going to do for him, but Mom had her episode back in March, and we finally got an appointment set up with the neurologist on Thursday, so I'll be taking him up there on Thursday. I believe the appointment's in the middle of the day. Those always suck, having them in the middle of the day, because your whole day is pretty much gone at that point. But I'm very thankful that I first off live next to my parents, and I can help them out anytime I can, and very thankful that I can do YouTube full time. And honestly, YouTube takes a a back burner for the most part. I still have to do videos to make money because that's how I get paid. But honestly, I don't give two shits about YouTube other than being able to get a paycheck out of it. Making sure that mom and dad are healthy and that I can get them to their appointments and all that stuff is way more important than doing YouTube. But once again, like I said, I still have to do videos, and very thankful for you guys for helping me be able to do that. Especially for me with my situation, there's days where my knee just hurts and I need to take a rest, and thankfully YouTube, I can do that where I can take a day off and not miss a paycheck. Once your videos are online, they're there online forever, and you're always making money on old videos. And there's times where I have to rely on old videos to continue my YouTube journey, and it's been stressful on me as well, building the house, trying to do it solo for the most part. Matt he works at night, and our schedules are basically polar opposites, and he doesn't have like a lot of time where he can come over and help me out on certain things. So I am thankful whenever he is able to help. Like I said, he was able to help the other day when I needed the help to get it done pretty quickly. Like I said, it was only about 3 sheets we put up at the time, but it's where we needed to put them in so I can get the tub ready to go. And I have been working off camera once again. Like I said, I know I said I was going to work on camera on the next video, but like I said, the stress has been at a high level here recently, and I rather just work off camera. I hate doing sheetrock with a passion, but it needs to be done, and I rather the camera not be on. I rather just do the work and just do a walk and talk and show you what I've done, the progress. Either way, the viewers that are going to watch are going to watch, and the ones that want to see work will probably just skip on and go watch somebody else, and that's okay. Just like I said, doing it one day at a time, and I'm very proud of myself for getting up there and doing it. It's like I said, it's very hard for me to get up on ladders with balance. A lot of the spaces are very tight. It is a small home that I'm working in. Some would say tiny, most probably would not, but to me it's a tiny house, and trying to fit sheets of drywall in small areas is very hard to do. And a lot of them I'm having to cut in half to be able to fit them in the places that I need to. And like I said, I've been working on as much as I can. I did finish up that hole in the ceiling in my bedroom. I ended up doing that by myself last night. And then this morning I worked on a little bit as well. So I finished out the outside of the closet and the wall that continues around to the door in my bedroom. Finished off all that. Only thing left to do in my bedroom as far as sheetrock goes is the inside of the closet, and I've decided that instead of doing the tongue and groove, I'm going to go ahead and just sheetrock the inside. I'm going to turn the AC on a little bit higher. If it's loud, I apologize, but hell, I live in Texas and it's 90 degrees right now and it's early morning, so anyways, I decided to just go ahead and do sheetrock on the inside of the closet. Most of the closet's going to be covered with clothes anyways, and if you didn't know, at least when I bought it, the tongue and groove is basically $1 a foot, and I believe they sell 8-foot, 12-foot, and 16-foot ones, and for the most part I bought a bunch of 8-footers and 12-footers, and to go from floor to ceiling on an 8-foot wall, I believe it took me in the living room where I stopped at, I believe it's 19 strips high. So you do that, that was a 20-foot wide stretch. You can do the math on how much that would cost. But the closet is roughly 2 foot wide by, or 2 feet deep by, I want to say just under 6 foot wide. So instead of trying to spend all that money to do tongue and groove that's going to be pretty much covered up by clothes, I just decided to do the drywall, which if you do not buy it in bulk, which at this point, that's the reason I'm going to town, I don't need to buy it in bulk. I'm going to buy probably 8 packs of them, so 2 come in a pack, so I'm going to buy 16 sheets. It's going to be about $15 a sheet versus like $12 for 1 strip of wood, so it should be able to do it a lot cheaper, save a little money in the bank for me. And in case you're wondering, with all the stuff I bought recently for the house, I think I could be off a couple of $100 because I'm not keeping track of it to the T, but I've been ballparking it. I'm right around $41,500 for the house, and I figured it's going to cost today's trip for the sheetrock, some metal strips for the corner of the sheetrock. I think it's going to cost me another $300, so I'll just say about $42,000, and I should have the whole house sheetrocked at that point. I believe I have enough tongue and groove to finish that wall in the living room, and like I said, that's about $42,000 to have the whole house enclosed. And then at that point, I already have stuff to mud and tape. I have stuff to cover the floors, all that stuff, which was already included in the price. And then basically at that point, it'd just be mudding and taping, and well, never mind, I forgot I got to get a mini split system, which anywhere from $1,500 to $2,000 is what that's probably going to cost. And then I got to buy like all the appliances and all that, cabinets, stuff like that. So like I said, my budget was around $50,000 when I first started. That's what I was trying to shoot for, but it's probably going to be a little bit more than that. And in all honesty, that's not bad for a 600 square foot house to be finished out for $60,000. You'd probably pay more than double that if you're paying somebody to do it for you. And I don't know. I'm just like I said, it's just been stressful this week. And like I said, I tried shaving the stress away. I was getting too much gray hair, white hair's growing in, and every day I looked at myself in the mirror, it just seemed like there was more and more and more. And I understand it's part of life. And I was just I needed a change, and that's why I shaved my beard off. It'll be back in a couple of days anyways, but I don't know, just prayers for Dad. It's been very stressful in the family, and honestly, the stress for us doesn't matter. If he's in pain, that's all I care about, and right now he is in pain, and I'm just hoping that it does go away with this medicine. It'll help relax him a little bit more, and when we go to Corpus for his appointment, whenever that's going to be, I hope we get some good news on that, and we'll just play that by ear and go one day at a time. So sorry it was kind of a Debbie Downer video. It's just, like I said, every day is not a good day, and this week has been a not so good week for us. So other than that, that's basically all that's been happening. I need to go do a camping or a fishing video. All right, car, just cut me off, you jackwagon. Anyways, I shouldn't have said that, but whatever, I don't really care at this point. But I need to go do a camping or a fishing video to go review a product that that ice cooler that company sent me. Honestly, I don't feel like going out and having fun with Dad hurting and Mom still being sick. I don't really feel like going out and having fun, but then again, that's part of my job to go make videos for you guys, and I need a break myself, a little stress reliever to get away from doing the house build and all that. So at some point here soon, like I said, I'm gonna try to do some freshwater fishing, something different. Maybe go out to Alice Lake. I think it's Finley Lake, I think is what it's called out there, or also known as Alice Lake. I'm gonna take my solar panels and my power bank, and I'm gonna use that to charge up the ice cooler. And luckily for me, I just got to do an integrated video for that, 2 of them, one this month and one next month. They were very willing to work with me, the company IceCo, and said that they didn't need a full-on video. They just want me to integrate it into a video, and so it wouldn't affect my viewers' experience on my channel. So I very much appreciated that. So anyways, I've officially made it to Lowe's. I am tired of talking. Hopefully there'll be somebody here that will help me out. Typically, Lowe's is pretty good at helping, especially when I wear shorts. People are a lot more willing to help me load stuff up. So I got my shorts on today, and hopefully they'll be able to help me out and get the stuff loaded up for me. Not sure if Matt's even home or if he's asleep or whatnot, but if he is, I'll unload all the sheetrock myself. I just will take them apart, move one sheet at a time, put them inside, and I'm trying to make room. So I'll try to figure out a spot that I can have it so I can start working on the living room as well. So anyways, I'm done talking. Prayers for Dad, prayers for Mom, and hopefully we get some good news this week. So appreciate y'all for watching, and I'm going to catch y'all on the next one. Peace.